a list of questions you left me with. Do you remember when we poured our pain into bottles and smashed them off the interstate? Do you remember our conversations about duality, like joy and grief and love and hate? Did you go back to that place where we skipped rocks on the reservoir, threw pennies in a well? Did you regard the rubble? Did you find my shell? I poured a bucket of my dreams on a canvas for you to see. Did you tear it all to shreds like I did to your old vest? Or is it now tucked away in your grandfather's chest? Are my fingerprints still on your sheets, red, orange, yellow, blue, and green? And when you hear Dali, do you think of me? Ambiguity is a disease. Tell me what you want with me. Destruction is a muse. Amuse me as you please. You looked at me and you said, when was the last time you screamed? So we're flying down the highway. It's that Friday, full moon type of freedom. And for the first time since I was taught not to, I scream. I scream and something unravels in me. I scream with the train and the bottled up pain and all the words to you I'd never end up saying. You burn me warmer than the wax on my skin, and the lack of worth you saw in me cut deeper than the knife ever did. Of all the lessons I learned from pouring love into a loveless place, and of all the things I could say if we ever come face to face, I hope you learn to give love freely and accept it with grace. I hope you let it find you, and I hope you know it through and through. I hope you let it heal the parts of you only love can do. You think to be worthy, you ought to work towards a degree, and I think to be worthy, you ought just to be. So we'll go home to our respective truths, and I won't try to change your mind, because darling, what's the use? There's nothing quite like a dreamer who loves a disbeliever. A touch without intention is not one I want at all. Take me to the precipice and watch me while I fall. Violet becomes violent if red does not hold space for blue, and I always held space for you. And so I'll go to a big city with my big hopes and dreams, and I'll live out my big fantasy on someone else's sheets. Thank you.